Okay, so maybe a little bit disparaging in thinking about some of the ERP packages solving the space. Let's be a little bit more positive perhaps, or realistic in a sense. What do these packages bring to bear on the problem? My experience has been that the packages bring a great deal of value when it comes to user interfaces. User interfaces are something that are very costly to build and very difficult to get right. These vendors have spent a lot of time in thinking about that user interface because it's what the customer sees when they buy the package. They evaluate user interfaces very deeply, and there's a lot of value in the user interfaces, the security aspects behind those, the parameterization that they've developed. All of those things come with a great deal of value, and trying to construct that on your own is something that's very difficult and expensive to do. So how do I then reconcile that issue of the data problems underneath and the underlying structure of the data and the package and the performance, and yet that comment about how much value these things bring to bear? Where I have found over the course of my career in many, many instances is that starting with the ERP package is useful for the business because it gives them a template and it gives them a set of choices upon which they have to make decisions about what they want. If you were to go construct something completely from scratch and sit down with your IT colleagues in your business and say, they say to you, what do you want? It's a blank sheet of paper. Boy, that's a daunting discussion to start, what do I want? So using the ERP packages in many respects, although it's a bit expensive to do, but using them as a design metaphor and as a template for designing your processes, it constrains IT and it constrains the business in terms of getting to decisions quickly. What ends up happening at the end, if it's an organization that has a lot of data, is that you end up creating processes behind the scenes that take out a bunch of the processing capabilities or the work out of the ERP vendors, and you construct that in a way that is more efficient, does not use those vendor choices on a daily basis, also has some flexibility that the vendor may not have given you in the way the process actually runs. Because so much of finance is a data reactive business. Your data is the thing that you can't get in an ERP package. You can't buy your data. That's something you own. And that's something that you bring to bear in this problem. And that's one place that marrying these ERP packages with your data is the trick to get this problem solved in an effective way.